This morning, there is a growing push for negotiations between the U.S. and Iran after an American fighter jet shot down an Iranian drone near the USS Abraham Lincoln. Let's have the Streamline now. Everything you need to know in 10 minutes or less. U.S. Central Command said Tuesday the drone, quote, aggressively approached the aircraft carrier and an F-35 shot it down. The Lincoln was about 500 miles from Iran in the Arabian Sea. The ship is home ported in San Diego. It left in November, originally headed for the Indo-Pacific, then was moved to the Middle East. We spoke with a political science professor at UCLA about the concerns this conflict could lead to a bigger attack.
Something will spark the inevitable attack between the two countries. This might be that spark, but I don't think it could be this, it could be anything else.
President Trump says negotiations between the U.S. and Iran are still on for Friday, but he adds the U.S. will take military action if Iran doesn't end its nuclear program and its support of terrorist groups in the area. The latest release of the Epstein files put Bill Gates back in the spotlight. He appears in a draft message saved in Epstein's email account. It details a feeling of betrayal by Gates and discussions of business deals. A spokesperson for Gates, though, calls the latest allegations completely false and says, quote, the only thing these documents demonstrate is Epstein's frustration that he did not have an ongoing relationship with Gates. Meanwhile, President Trump, who was mentioned in hundreds of the newly released files, told reporters yesterday that, quote, it is time for the country to get on to something else now that nothing came out about me. Deputies in Tucson are reviewing a possible ransom note in the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie. The sheriff says he believes she was taken from her bed Saturday night. In a post on X, the department says it's aware of the note, but there is no credible evidence this was a targeted incident. Guthrie is the mother of NBC Today Show anchor Savannah Guthrie. She's 84 years old, and the sheriff says her going 24 hours without her medication could be fatal. She's been missing now for nearly 3 days. DNA samples from the home were confirmed to belong to Nancy Guthrie, but officials have not said if they were blood or if they found anyone else's DNA.
We've submitted all kinds of samples for DNA, and we've gotten some back, but nothing to indicate any suspects.
Nancy's home has security cameras, but officials say they haven't been able to access the footage, and the camera attached to the front of the home is missing.
The president doubles down on Republicans nationalizing elections, continuing to make claims about widespread voter fraud. Trump says the government should get involved because, quote, if they can't count the votes legally and honestly, then somebody else should take it over. On Monday, the president's allies claimed he was referring to the SAVE Act. It's a proposal requiring Americans to provide proof of citizenship when registering to vote. But later in the day, Trump made his view clear.
The federal government should get involved. The state is an agent for the federal government in elections. I don't know why the federal government doesn't do them anyway.
His claims about fraud are over the 2020 race, not the 2024 election in which he won. The Constitution gives states the power to run elections, not the federal government. 8 more federal prosecutors are set to reside in Minnesota over how the deadly shootings of Renee Good and Alex Preddy by federal agents are being handled. 6 other prosecutors already left last month. On Tuesday, Renee Good's brother delivered a testimony on Capitol Hill demanding justice, saying he struggles to explain the actions of agents to his 4-year-old daughter.
These encounters with federal agents are changing the community and changing many lives, including ours, forever.
A DHS spokesperson responded to the testimony saying in part, quote, politicians are laying blame at the feet of law enforcement instead of looking in the mirror. U.S. Border Czar Tom Homan will hold a press conference in Minneapolis later this morning.
Don't want to get scammed? But it's time to make some changes. Hassle or not, no excuses. I'm Joe Ducey with the Better Business Bureau. Come on, 10 News viewers, it's a new year. Let's do this. New year, new passwords. A site I trust shows my email address breached 29 times. Passwords, probably. Believe it or not, the most popular passwords are 123456, the word password, and admin, the default password that comes with the device. They're not protections, they're invitations. Effective passwords are long and complex. 25 characters, numbers, lower and uppercase letters, punctuation. Different accounts need different passwords, and 2-factor authentication adds another layer of protection. Or just get a password manager. It's an app that creates strong passwords, stores them, and automatically fills them in. Many have free versions, and you only need one password to access all. I hate to see people lose money to scams, so over the next few weeks, I'm going to show you the best ways to protect yourself in the new year. Go to bbb.org to check reviews and hire trusted, accredited businesses. More on how to protect yourself against scams at 10news.com, and I'll see you next time.
Executives from Netflix and Warner Brothers were grilled on Capitol Hill about a potential merger. The $83 million deal would allow Netflix to buy Warner Brothers studio operations, along with HBO and streaming service HBO Max. Some lawmakers, though, wonder if the deal would create a monopoly that shuts out competition and drives up TV and movie prices. Other critics fear the deal would lead to more movie theaters closing, but Netflix is promising to keep a 45-day window for movies to play exclusively in theaters. Government approval of this deal could take more than a year.
The Olympics are coming to San Diego. Soccer games will be played right here at Snapdragon Stadium in 2028, bringing more buzz to an already growing soccer scene. ABC 10 News reporter Yasmin Ludi spoke with local leaders about the money this could bring in.
I have big news. Olympic soccer is officially coming to San Diego, which, let's be real, it's a huge moment for sports in the city.
This is a win. This is something that our community is going to be able to hang their hat on and be very excited. And forever, Olympic soccer would have been held right here, forevermore.
But it's not just about the game. It's a really big deal for tourism.
Tourism in San Diego generates over $22 billion in economic impact for the region. It supports over 200,000 jobs.
That means more visitors and a lot more eyes on San Diego.
The city's able to use that revenue to pay its basic bills. And so at a time where we're seeing slight dips in our tourism economy and the amount of money that's coming in, we're hopeful for rebounds in the future, but events like this make the future prospects even better.
Based on what we've seen in past years with Comic-Con bringing in millions of dollars over 4 days, the Olympics could have the same impact. I know in 2025, you kept hearing us report tourism is flat. This year, it's expected to make a comeback, and I'm told with the help of the Olympics in 2028, that trend is supposed to continue.
We see an uptick in the back half of the year specifically. So that's a positive this year. And as we build towards the Olympics, I think there'll be even more momentum around San Diego and San Diego tourism.
It's also a really good opportunity for small businesses.
It is good for the entire market and the entire region, really. And I think, you know, our proximity to Tijuana and the Baja adds to that culture and supports soccer, particularly in San Diego.
Yasmin Ludi, ABC 10 News.
The FAA is shutting down airspace for drones in Santa Clara ahead of Super Bowl 60. No drones can fly around Levi Stadium or parts of San Francisco. Sunday's Super Bowl features the New England Patriots against the Seattle Seahawks. And that's your ABC 10 News Streamline. Everything you need to know today in under 10 minutes.